What separates great from mediocre? Great athlete from a mediocre one. Great businessman from a mediocre one. Great marriage from a mediocre one. The one thing that I want every single person to know, if I'm teaching a young athlete, if I'm working with a businessman, if I'm working with my kids, is that your only constraint, your only prison is in what you currently think is possible for you. I'll tell you a quick story. I played in the National Football League without ever playing a single down of high school football. The reason that was possible for me is because it never occurred to me that it wasn't possible in the first place. Every single person right now, their external reality is created, matches what they think they deserve and what they think and believe is possible. Back in the day, when I was at the University of Utah, we had a sign hanging up in our weight room. Why not us? Why not now? And that's the question you have to ask yourself each and every day. If when you ask that question, you have reasons and you have stories about why you can't do something, the thing that you ultimately want is impossible to happen. The only way that you can truly break free, the difference between being limitless and being unlimited in your power to being constrained to your current reality, is the simple fact that if you want more, you have to believe bigger. You have to remove those limitations. And the way you remove those limitations is you become aware of them and you shift your paradigm. When I'm teaching a young athlete, or I've coached thousands of young athletes, I've helped literally hundreds of athletes reach their dream of playing their sport in college. The reason that that was possible is because I eliminated the blockages of them thinking that it wasn't possible in the first place. The number one thing, the number one piece of advice, the number one thing that I'm most passionate about in the world is removing those limitations for any person who wants to achieve more than they're currently getting. This thing is the most important thing as a parent you can do. This is the most important thing as a coach you can bring to your players. Like Urban Meyer did for us back in 2003 and 2004, we were a team not ranked in the top 25. We were a team that was not supposed to go undefeated. We was a team that nobody believed in. But from the very first speech that Urban Meyer gave our team, he said we were a top 5 team and we would achieve that whenever collectively every single person, every single coach, every single player in the organization believed that we were a top 5 team. Now that was a powerful statement for me to take in when I was 20 years old. Looking back, now that I'm almost 37 years old, I can't even begin to tell you the immense power that has had on my life. No matter what you want, you cannot and will not achieve it unless you believe that you can. If there's one lesson that I could pass on to my kids, to their kids, and to future generations, it's this. Whatever you want to achieve, if you don't believe, it's never going to happen. If you want to take away that self-imprisonment that you have in yourself right now, you must believe bigger.